Well, welcome back everybody. It's Delving Dwarf. It's been a while. Yeah, let's see, what have I been up to? Besides work, running my other YouTube channel. Whatnot. I have been messing around. I've done some building. I've been messing around with the Dwarven NPC mod and the, let's see, Secrets of Kazad-Dum mod that adds things like Telchar's Forge, other guard posts, all kinds of other building things. And one of my personal favorites, of course it's the one I had suggested for the mod, is a dwarf, a proper dwarf statue with a actual weapon instead of just sitting there like this. Those are cool. I like those. I wish we could build those statues too, but for now, those are pretty neat. So, anywho. Alright, let me... There we go. Now that's not sticking up out of the way. Or in the way. Alright, so I've got a whole mess of dwarves. Let's go to my delving here. And we'll find out exactly how many are roving around in Moria here. There's a bunch here. I've got them scattered all across Moria, but... this tab runs a little slower, I think, than normal. Other than that, I've got 179 dwarves right now. I did have to up the level of my company. I had to build all the rest of the monuments. I got up to, I think, 126, and then dwarves stopped showing up at my front door, seeking to enter. So I had to build more monuments. Last I checked, I can still recruit more. So let's go wander around here. I'll show you what I've been doing. This is my test world, so I'm just kind of like spitballing stuff here. Like, all right, what works? So I've been, of course, there's so many dwarves. You know, you got them everywhere. But I got some miners working over here. Supposed to be collecting gold. Boy, do they take their sweet time collecting gold. I don't see a whole lot of it right off. Let's go upstairs. But I've just been kind of like putting farm plots down, storage bins, because they run out. Because I was hiring so many, I've put like cots and beds like all over the place, like right here. This is not how I would keep it. Normally, I like to make things look really nice. This does not look nice right now. This is chaos. But, like I said, I'm just testing this out to see how this works. So, with this mod, you basically have no limit to how many delve stones, rally stones you can build. One thing I have had an issue with is rally stones. Once you place them and establish them as a delving, they establish as like a permanent delving. You can't get rid of them, which kind of sucks because then you can't change it out for something different. But it is what it is. I've been kind of restoring some buildings, building some others. Just trying to make sure they've got plenty of foodstuffs that all the salvagers can have. I've got lots of salvagers running around. So far, they've got plenty of food. These here are too close. I need to like get rid of like every other food plot, I think, and then they'll harvest these ones. But sometimes they don't go and everywhere. I built this building here. This is based off of one in-game. I think I made it a smidge bigger than it would normally be. But it's got rooms upstairs. Just trying to... Yeah, you got seating area up here, bedroom space upstairs. Now let's go upstairs. I'll show you. Like I said, this is based off of another in-game building. I just put my little bit of a spin on it. So, just made a giant bedroom. Obviously, I haven't furnished everything yet. I haven't put some stuff down. nice thing about this mod, the Secrets of Kazad-Dum mod, is you got this really cool floor, which I really like. And then furnishings, you can build braziers, finally. You can build street lamps. And you can build like the ale keg that's got the evening ale in it. You can build the different cabinets, chests, and things you see in the world. You build little wood piles, small statues, kegs. You can put that on a wall. Pots and pans, wagons, more delve chests. It's very nice. Buckets, barrels, crates, jugs, jars, cups. I think I put some in here. Oh yes, I did. See, I got some on the cabinet here. Isn't that cool? Finally, looks more lived in. It's actually knickknacks and stuff. Let's go this way. I got masons running around trying to build, repair stuff everywhere. My big challenge I am having though is the delve stones, or the rally stones. You can't get rid of them, so you kind of end up getting stuck with a lot of them everywhere, which kind of clutters up the UI a bit. See, I built this one. This is my own design, but it's got the lamps from in-game that are added from the mod. The old style columns, which you see everywhere, but you can't build. You can now build them. These cool archways with the the nice inlaid wood. Finally can build them. And of course you get the cool statue, which you can build. I kind of set up a workshop here to get some of these guys busy. Obviously I've got a bunch of them that need they need more space. They need more tools too. Let's see, I've kind of repaired some buildings. Let's go upstairs. Like I said, this is my test world, just messing around. Oh, this is one of the weapons from the mod.
At your service.
Not a huge fan. It's a giant hammer that you would not be able to wield. I don't care if you're a dwarf. It's just unrealistically sized. It's kind of like the mattocks in game. I don't tend to use them because they're overly huge. I'm more of a let's keep the weapon sizes realistic and not the crazy Warhammer, everything's over the top, out of proportion, cartoonish. Alright, here's one other problem I have had, and maybe it's a problem in the base game, but I haven't encountered it yet because I had to space them out because you're only limited to like 4 delvings or whatever. It's ridiculous. But I've got a delving on each one of these levels of Kazad-Dum here. So there's 3 levels, 3 delvings. However, this delving, if I were to pull, I must have somebody here. Just grab somebody. Eskier, Dorodel, first level. Let's put him up here. 3rd level. Confirm. Oh, says he's at ease. See if he shows up. Oh, he showed up. Okay, maybe it fixed itself. But I have had issues where they just show up as disappearing or lost. You can't get them. Another issue I have found, which you have in the base game anyways, is you have a whole mess of dwarves who get stuck
over there.
Above
What is that?
the ceiling, of the world. So you can't do anything with them. So what are you gonna do with them? How are you gonna get to them? It's a bit of a problem. And like I said, I was testing, so I was like, well, what if I built a building over here? Like I said, messing around, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. So far, nice curved walls. Isn't that cool? Courtesy of Toby's new mod here, Secrets of Kazad-Dum. And curved stairs. So, nice curved stairs here. This is my Erebor enclave here. So, it's a big bunkhouse. Got some balconies overlooking the rest of Moria. Yeah, everything didn't snap quite together quite right. Like I said, this is my test world. I'm just messing around. And this here. Okay, let's go back to my map stone. Let's show you some other ones. Yeah, if I exit the area, re-enter, a bunch of them will show up down where they're supposed to be. It's a weird glitch. It's an in-game thing. Probably only exasperated because I've got 179 dwarves. Elven workshops, there we go. Nothing seriously built up here either. It's just kind of here. Give it a second to load. Apparently they're not all loaded in. But I've got like 20 odd dwarves just here alone. They all don't have jobs yet. I've just been running around trying to recruit dwarves and see what works here. I want to see what my max limit is. I've heard we're like 200, 240-ish NPCs that spawn. I want to see how many I can actually get. There we go. Here's the music.
I'll destroy you first!
Maybe. Probably they're out far enough, but who knows exactly where. They all spawn some random corner, maybe. No idea. So we'll ignore it. I'm not running here to destroy everything, so it must not be super close. Alright, let's go outside. See if there's more dwarves that we can recruit. Sorry if the audio is a little off and can't really hear me. I've got a bad cold. Which is why I'm not at work. Which is why I'm here making a video for you. Yeah, we might have glitched out and we might not be able to get anybody. It was working last night and I could get more people. Could leave world. Oh, let's try that. Maybe they'll respawn. Yep, see, here we go. Here you go. Now with a mod, it also makes, you know, your prestige, your what do you call it? Prestige, not prestige. What do they call that? Dwarves I'll get. Honor, whatever. Anywho.
Oh!
Yeah, there we go. Dwarf with a beard. Finally. There's too many of these NPCs that don't have beards. It's ridiculous. They're the dwarves, for crying out loud. Grow a beard. Anywho. It's kind of a moot thing. You don't need it.
Hey.
There. See? 5 more dwarves. And even though I've got a siege going on, I have lucked out. I don't have it actually, the orcs spawning here, which I have had before. All of a sudden they start springing out of the ground around here. It's like, wait a minute, where'd you all come from? There we go, I hear them. Mess of dwarves everywhere. More dwarves, lots of dwarves. Look at them all. Isn't that cool? Okay, now watch this. We're gonna go back to the thing. Back to the Dale. Confirm. Oh, I probably should have waited a little bit longer. Sometimes, yeah, the dwarf will get stuck. Oh, no, there we go. That's like, 'cause sometimes they'll get stuck out here, and if you don't wait long enough in-world, then they don't, then more dwarves out here don't respawn, so gonna have to go back to a delving. And wait there a minute, then come back here. More dwarves should spawn, should be able to recruit more. What I've learned so far. But see, I always thought 21 dwarves is just a ridiculously low number. When I was heard that we were getting NPCs, I thought, okay, cool, here we go. We have a proper dwarf colony, and then we got stuck with just 21. So I'm very glad that the author of this mod was able to make it and put it out, because now we can make it feel alive. There are dwarves running everywhere. It's just grand. Now, granted, this could be a logistical nightmare trying to keep like 200 something dwarves happy and busy and productive and not like glitching out everywhere, but I'm confident the devs will fix a lot of the glitchiness in the NPCs. They've been awfully quiet lately, so that must be what they're working on. For those of you who have not got this game, highly recommend you go get it. You get it. The dwarves. The devs have money, and because they have money, they can push for more content for the game and make more, because they all still have jobs. So I highly recommend you do that. I know it is on sale. I think it's been on sale on Steam over the weekend. I think it's on sale on Epic right now. And like I said, any issues I have with this, they're minor. I mean, like, I'm still playing with this. You know, a lot of people are like upset that the NPCs aren't more autonomous. They can't, you know, you gotta kind of, they say micromanage. You really don't have to micromanage that much. Just kind of go back every few days and check on things. You can get the miners, the will mine, Sometimes you'll go back, they'll have like nothing, and then you'll go back like 2 days, 2 or 3 or 4, say a week later, you have in-game days, and all your delve chests will be full of materials, stuff that the salvagers picked up, stuff the miners did, whatnot. So yeah, it's not a problem. You can. It's totally doable. Interesting. No dwarfs spawning here. I got one over here. Up there. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Well, nobody there. Oh, I wonder if I'm running out of dwarves. I wonder if I'm hitting my max limit here. Because they're not all spawning in. This is the first time I've only got like 3 spawning in a while. Long while, like since I started. I know. I'm rock hopping here, but I get tired of running around all the paths all the time. My plan is that if this all works out well and it's still running smooth and all that, I will do this with the main building world that I have, and I'll finish kitting out a bunch of places. I'll put delvings everywhere and have dwarves working on stuff all over. And it's all my residences, my cities, my workshops, everything will have something somewhere. Mines will be busy, well, where I left stuff to mine. It's also my main world, and I delved out a lot of mining spaces, so we'll see. Ore veins, there we go, mining spaces. Ore veins. Alright, well, what's that put us up to now? Delving over here, 192. That's pretty cool right there. Now, like I said, the other issue, which shouldn't be too much of an issue, let's see, if I wanted to relocate this guy, now I can only access so many of my things. I do have ones here, it's called mines. It's kind of behind the cancel button. So we kind of need like a new UI to be able to scroll down through here, but hey, it's not bad. Even if it's all you can have, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 delvings. Pretty easy. You can get to them all if you strategically place them in, all over. The dwarves will go in other places quite a bit. Like I'm kind of testing it out a little bit. I've got one in my campaign world that's working on restoring desolation, and so I got like masons running around everywhere just repairing buildings, and of course guards, because all kinds of enemies will spawn in there. And my cooks have been so nice as to craft me some meals on the go. Alright, let's go back to home base. Let's do a couple things. Let's sleep. See what another new day brings. Now we'll try that. If that doesn't work, I'll exit this game here, and then exit and come back in, see what happens. No NPCs. Alright, let's try this one more time. This is the first time I've really had to do this. I know others have had this problem, but at a lower level. Maybe it has to do with the computer in question. But mine has had no problem with this so far. Maybe 192 is where I'm going to max out. I'm thinking so. Well, even still, 192 is way better than 21. Oh. As always, if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.